good start to this series. That's a fantastic start to this series. Yes! 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 That's the way to start this bad boy off. Now, due to the fact that I had a wedding this past weekend, I didn't get too much time to watch the Marlins series. And at the end of the day, you know what? I'm kind of happy that it turned out that way, considering we lost that series, which is just absolutely mind-blowing when it comes to the Marlins. But whatever. We have a huge series ahead of us. And we take game one. We win game one 2-0. We shut the Braves out. And Aaron Nola was spectacular. This was unreal. This was last year's Aaron Nola. This was the domination that we expected. This was absolutely insanity, Aaron Nola, and this is beautiful. The last 3 starts now for the kid has been special, and I feel like he got into a groove. I feel like he has rhythm, and this is all we could have asked for. Come on. Honestly, if we can get Aaron Nola to perform like this, you can argue that the addition of another pitcher, okay? Keep in mind, yes, the addition of another pitcher and Aaron Nola performing to this level would make a monstrous difference when you take a look at this back half of the season after the trade deadline and the All-Star break. It's almost like we're adding 2 pitchers, because what we got out of Nola in the beginning of the season and what we're getting now, it's night and day, and it's all-star Aaron Nola that we are getting once again. Tonight, 8 innings. He threw 117 pitches, which is a career high for him. He struck out 8. Beautiful work. Absolutely beautiful. And to think that there were people on Twitter who was outraged, absolutely outraged, because they wanted Gabe Kapler to put him back in for the 9th inning. And I will even say, that is laughable. Okay, Hector Neris had to go in that save situation, and he did just fine. 3 strikeouts, and guess what? Guess what? That fastball, it's noticeable. That fastball out of Hector Neris is very noticeable. It's a difference maker. We know he has his go-to pitch with the splitter, but you need something new. You need another pitch. Players are going to find a way to rock that splitter. Guess what? They're sitting on it. The Braves sitting on it. Splitter. It's going to be a splitter. It's going to be a splitter. But when you have the power of the fastball and you can actually work it, it's hard to adjust then. And Hector Neris is figuring that out finally. But the storyline today is Aaron Nola. Struck out Acuna 3 times at the top of that lineup. The Freddie Freeman strikeout in the 8th. Ooh, that was disgusting. That was nasty. Nasty. Artwork, poetry, painting the corners, locating pitches, using that off speed. He was dissecting the strike zone, and he was even working with the horrendous blue behind the plate. I feel like I've been saying that so much this year, but it does seem real to me that the blue and the umpire behind the plate here, just awful. All season long, it seemed like. And I believe I mentioned this in a podcast when we were talking about the strike zone as a whole. It's sort of like the left tackle position in football. When you're not talked about, that means you had a good game. You don't praise the left tackle for a good game. You only notice when he breaks down. You only notice when he messes up. Well, it's sort of like the umpire. You never give the left tackle praise. I know you do if you're a diehard football fan, but the narrative is, when you do your job as a left tackle, your name's not mentioned. Well, that's how it is with the umpires. That's how it is with the blue. But today I thought he was awful. What do you know? The Phillies needed one timely hit, just one, and it came in the 4th. We had 2 men on, and Jay Bruce doubles. JT Realmuto scores, Gene Segura scores, and we took the 2-0 lead. We had an opportunity in the 6th inning to tack on more runs. We had 2nd and 3rd with 1 out, but we were not able to knock anyone in. It wasn't like this was a crazy game offensively for the Phils. They didn't really generate that much, but it was a pitcher's duel. Ironically, they go up against Dallas Keuchel, who honestly had a pretty good start there. His stat line read 7 innings. He allowed 5 hits, 2 earned runs. He only walked 2, but only 3 strikeouts. A lot of ground balls today, and I even put up on my Twitter, if you want to follow me, at Broads81, that SpongeBob gif of the funny faces with the nose, and you type in capital letters and lowercase letters, talking about how people were saying Dallas Keuchel wouldn't work in Philadelphia because he's a fly ball pitcher. And today he had, how many ground outs? And realistically, Dallas Keuchel compared to the back end of our bullpen, I'm taking Dallas Keuchel any day of the week. But ironically, the Phillies faced him today, and we outmatched him. Now, if Aaron Nola wasn't on the mound, would we have been able to win with this type of offense? I don't know. But guess what? We don't even need to know that. The only thing that matters is winning the baseball game. The only thing that matters is we are now 4.5 games back, and we have a chance. We put ourselves in a good position, let's say, by winning game 1 to win this series. And tomorrow we have Nick Pivetta on the mound against Wilson. Do I trust Nick Pivetta? I'll be honest with you. No, I don't. But only time will tell how that will go. Bryce Harper today at the plate goes 0 for 4. Grounded out into a double play there late in the ball game where we had someone on late. Gene Segura got on, I believe this was the 8th inning. I thought we'd be able to spark some noise. Rhys Hoskins got on base after that double play too, so maybe we could have generated some offense there, but we didn't really need to, luckily, due to the fact of the dominating pitching. Michael Franco goes 0 for 4. One thing to keep an eye on, I know he went through that ugly stretch, and then he came alive, had some pop, and went on a nice run. Do we get back to Michael Franco's bad stretch, or is he going to find some rhythm and find a little bit of pop once again? He goes 0 for 4. We had, 7 hits total. Gene Segura with the only multi-hit game. Rhys Hoskins was on base 3 times. He got walked twice. He had a hit, but wasn't too much offense created. But I don't care, really. I don't care, because with where we are right now against the Braves, win. All right? Just win. With where we are in the standings, win baseball games. It doesn't have to be the prettiest every night. It doesn't have to be this offensive powerhouse every night. This is what Aaron Nola does. When he's at the top of his game, he puts you in a great position to win. He puts you in a position where you don't need 75 hits in a night to win a baseball game. You only need 2 runs and 1 timely hit, apparently. But that's what I'm taking out of this. That's why I'm so proud today. Because it seems like we found a spark with Aaron Nola. And getting a pitcher at the deadline and getting this style of Aaron Nola, that's essentially adding 2 pitchers at the deadline. And that can change everything. When Aaron Nola had a couple starts in a row, that was nice. I thought, all right, that's good. That's good. But it felt like he didn't have it. Now, though, getting his 3rd good start, he's been remarkable. And he looks comfortable. He looks like he's more engaged when it comes to locking in and really nailing down the strike zone. The off-speed pitches. This is fun, Aaron Nola. This is entertaining, Aaron Nola. And you know what? It was a pitcher's duel today, and normally I love pitching duels. Really. I'm a fan. I know not many baseball fans want to see that. They want to see the 17-15 type homer games. You know, that's all fun once in a blue moon, but I like pitching duels. Today was a boring pitching duel. I don't know why. The flow of the game was just a little bit slow for me, and I normally am all about it. Now, I loved watching Aaron Nola do this, and I prefer to see him do this. I'm not saying I don't. But just all around, the flow of the game for me tonight was a little bit on the quieter side, a little bit on the slower pace side. Maybe the energy was a little bit lower in the building than I'm used to seeing there in Atlanta. I don't know, but it is what it is. And the outrage to not put Aaron Nola back in the 9th after 117 pitches, that's hilarious. That just shows you Gabe Kapler and the fan base. There's just a disconnect with some people to an extreme. I know I get on Gabe Kapler a lot, but I would never scream at him for not putting in Aaron Nola in the 9th in this situation. It's clear as day. Hector Neris gets the nod there. He's your closer, and he's going in the ball game. And guess what? He was tremendous striking out 3, bang, 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 and using that fastball. It was amazing. So let's see what we can do tomorrow. Let's see if this team has some balls and they go out there and win another performance, win the damn series. You just got embarrassed by losing to the Marlins. Losing after you sweep the Mets in a 4-game series. And all of us fans said, I don't care if it's the Mets, it's good baseball to win. And you throw up a stinker series against the Miami Marlins. Let's go. Show something. Win a damn series. Win game 2. Take the first 2. Put yourself in a position to attempt the sweep. Let's see what Nick Pivetta has. Let's see if this offense can get going. And speaking of Jay Bruce, real quick before we end this, and speaking of this offense, where the hell would we be without Jay Bruce? Lost. The answer is lost. I know he doesn't hit an obnoxious amount for average, but I don't know where the hell we would be without him. Professional hitter. Professional hitter. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, comment down below your thoughts and opinions on this game, on Aaron Nola's performance, on the timely double by Jay Bruce there, and Hector Neris' performance, because that was outstanding as well. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.